No, play this song. Play this song. I was just going to make a video about Knine at first. But I smoked a bowl. I'm deep into this one already. I think I need to make a video about something a little greater than just that. Let's talk about the main drama first. Let's talk about how Knine is a subhuman degenerate fuckbag. Just the facts, ma'am. Knine, K-N-I-N-E, Knine, which frankly already irritates me on a personal level. That you would name yourself Knine after a beast of loyalty and be such a treacherous little dick. Knine, an LOL Dragoon, he done bought 21 jade shells out of Juju Smith's Bazaar that were mispriced. That is a fact. They were mispriced in the bazaar. Now, the difference here is that Knine did not simply purchase mispriced goods out of somebody's bazaar. This was clearly done in an effort and for the intent and express purpose of enacting some form of petty personal revenge against someone who used to be one of their friends. And so let that be the tale of this person's character. If you ever befriend them, they might, like a wild wolf, at some point, simply decide to bite you in the throat and then act like they're the victim and also the good guy for teaching you a lesson about how life works. So, I mean, yeah, if you want to be friends with someone who may later stab you in the back and steal your money and then just be like, I'm doing such a service to society right now, I am such a fucking hero, then you should be friends with Knine, because he's really good at doing that, apparently. See, this wasn't just someone seeing a deal in a bazaar and being like, yoink, let me get that. 21 jade shells for a total of, 200-something thousand gil? For those of you who aren't, deep in the Final Fantasy XI know-how, let me explain that to you. A jade shell is worth 100 white shells. A single jade shell goes for about a little under 900k, maybe a little more. I don't think you should pay $1 million for one. That's my opinion. Unless you're really desperate and you just want to finish your relic. But to get 20 plus for 200k, that's not like a deal. That's like, I bought some used cars off a lot on eBay Motors, and in 10 of the crates were brand new Lotus, brand new McLaren, brand new freaking Maserati, 5 new Lamborghinis. Oh, I'm gonna keep these. And then tell people I'm a hero and that I'm doing a service and teaching people lessons about how to do their jobs better. Do you want that in your link shell? I mean, look, I'm not saying that no one does. I'm just putting it out there. Do you want this person in your link shell? I sure as hell wouldn't. I wouldn't want anyone I even know to be in a link shell with them. I would feel dirty by association from that alone, quite frankly. This, and there was receipts. They were posted in Silk Road of tells that this person said is just straight up defending his actions, saying that it's a tough lesson to learn, but I'm glad I'm the one to teach it and also benefit off of it. cock-sucking little bitch. You know, normally I don't swear in these videos, but I'm actually mad right now because a really good friend of mine actually left Silk Road server because, not from this drama itself, but from so large of the public's reaction. You know, I told him straight up, it's like, nah, this is because a lot of them were only children that were raised poorly. That's why they have absolutely zero empathy. They don't have the ability to imagine themselves being another person. It is completely beyond their mental ability to even perceive that in the first place, which is, quite frankly, just pitiful and pathetic that someone's mind is that weak. So typically I pay little attention to what, you know, people like that have to say, because their opinions are uneducated from being a human in as a social creature and failing at one of the most basic human things, which is empathy. Then anything they say I just kind of regard as, well, the liquid slime at the bottom of my trash bag. You know, when you take the trash out and sometimes there's just like a little bit of nasty scum liquid fluid. It's all like black and green or red from the grease. Yeah, that's what those people's opinions are to me. They're the filth and the refuse that gathers in the corner of the trash bag before I throw it out and don't give a shit about it anymore. But y'all made one of my homies leave. I liked talking to him in Silk Road. I liked having a conversation with him in Silk Road. And now you fuck faces made him leave because of your shitty ass attitudes and your absolute lack of empathy for your fellow man. It's actually, as he put it, shocking at first, until he, you know, also looked at the world these days. My God, empathy, sympathy, the mere ability to imagine yourself going through what another person goes through and being like, you know, this feels kind of shitty. Maybe I shouldn't do that or wish that on other people, is staggeringly at an all-time low. Nonetheless, it doesn't shock or surprise me, because anyone who hardcore to this kind of extreme who plays Final Fantasy XI is more than likely, I mean 90+% chance, when you roll the D20, that most people you meet on a private server for Final Fantasy XI and the endgame scene and all that, who've been playing for way too long and they forgot what it means to interact with human beings, yeah, they're probably a trash-ass person. Because Final Fantasy XI is, frankly, kind of a masturbatory game. And the definition of masturbation is giving yourself satisfaction and pleasure without needing to involve other people in it. And so it's really no surprise that a game like Final Fantasy XI, I think a lot of people, they erroneously say that Final Fantasy XI attracts these kinds of people. And I don't necessarily think that's true. I think Final Fantasy XI creates those kinds of people over time. It just erodes away at the most basic human aspects of a person until they no longer realize they have lost them altogether. It's unique, quite frankly, and I will say, this is what makes Final Fantasy XI psychologically so fascinating to me, as one who studies psychology. This game, you can use it to psychoanalyze people and understand so much about them. It's better than any other kind of psychological test I've ever seen or conducted. It's almost in a way mesmerizing, like a lava lamp. Just keep looking at it, you know? Nonetheless, I must admit, it is a little disheartening to see just how many people are heartless scumbags that, again, maybe not again, I'm a little drunk. Maybe I should have emphasized this sooner. I don't hate any of these people. All I really feel for them is pity and sympathy. I can't have empathy for them because I don't know what it was like to be an only child who had two parents and neither one of them gave me any attention or loved me that some of you apparently had to experience. And that's not meant to be an insult or a cut or a jib at someone. That is just meant to be a statement. I don't know what that's like because both of my parents loved me a lot. So I can't empathize with their situation. And therefore, I can just feel pity and sympathy for them because that has created such a despicable person, and they don't realize and they cannot know how shitty they actually are. These are people incapable of any deep or meaningful reflection of themselves. Only their condition in life can ever improve, but they themselves will never grow. They will never become better than what they are because they can't see their own faults and they'll never try to improve. So, yeah, personally, I just feel sorry for these people. Anyway, I think that about covers all I want to say on that matter. Sorry for cussing so much. Hope you all have a good one. Try to be good to each other if you're capable of it, because apparently some people actually aren't. So if you are capable of it, do it as much as you can. Got to put that good back into the world somehow, right? God bless. Later.